Hello, team. So we're going to use, yay, Lisa, we're going to use one weight. So you can choose what that weight, you can handle a little bit heavier on this one, but we're going to use one weight. And just like I said, we're going to do 20 minutes of abs and then leave that go more relaxing and then finish with 20 minutes of yoga stretches. So give your abs a little pep talk. Here we go. I love it. Crawling is perfect. As long as we show up. As long as we show up, that's all that matters. And then from there, we're going to be kneeling on our mat. So if you need a little extra push, go ahead, roll it up a couple of times. We won't be here long. And then side bend to the right. Abs are tight. Glutes are tight. If you have a Bosu, kneel on the Bosu. It's so good for your body, healing on the Bosu. Now at our own pace, bend it one time, and then take your right arm over. Bend it, take it over. Bend it. That left shoulder stays retracted.
Keep on doing the same old thing. If you expect a change,
Strong.
well, is that really exciting? I'm just a loser's
Last
game.
5.
I only trust in the things I feel. Some may say that's very strange. You better recognize
Last
what you feel.
Cause wherever is a long, full down. Strong. Left arm up.
Some things never change. Here we go again.
Squeeze. Round the navel to spine. Close your bottom. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Now switch hands. Take it to the left. So as you come into that side bend to the left, reassess that alignment. Oh, so good, Karma. Look at that one. I love it. You guys are so good at finding those. I'm good if it's on my phone, but if I have to go on the computer, I finally learned to cheat, which you guys knew forever, but to type in, like you can search for it. I was literally searching through all of them. 2 more. Now one of each, take it across and bend. Across and bend. Across. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She hadn't seen Big in a whole 3 minutes, so. Oh, yay! I love it. Oh, good morning, Nikito. Yeah, so when you click on the emoji, not on talk to text, but oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Look at this awesome team. 3 more. I'll try and make it work rather than Lily's time. I'll do my best. Here we go. Now pulse down. Arm comes up. I love it when Lily did stretching with us. So hopefully breakfast will probably be done before stretching. But we'll see. We'll see. Keep that right shoulder retracted. Oh, thanks, Fred. Oh my goodness. Someone let all the animals in. Last 4. 3, then we're going to sit on our glutes. Now take your weight center, so your weight's in both hands, legs to the front, and then rotate right to left. I think if you give them attention, they'll leave me alone. That's a workout for sure, not so. I know. Now, to the right and overhead, so we go right, lift, right, lift. Oh, I love that, Akiko. Good morning. If I don't have weights, I clasp my hands and I push them together. So with that, I can add isometric training with that fraction of my strength pushing hand to hand. Your way. 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Rotate. So if that feels too fast, slow it down. Or reduce the rate. You can adjust the movement. Last 9, 8. Okay. I love that, Steve. 2 more. Last one. Now side to side. Roll down, up, down, up. Again, my arms are short, so the speed might be different if your arms are longer. You'll want to take more time to get from point A to point B. 8 more, last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, last 2. Now, take it down. Yeah, I was going to say mine feel heavy today, but now your head stays down. Check it. Take the right leg up and then the left leg. Now, my option, I could be right here, lifting it from the floor. 4. Strong. See how far back you can take the weight. 8 more, last 8. 7, 6, 4. Now, take the legs in and out. In. Same thing if I want, I could go one at a time. You adjust for what feels right for you today. 8, 7, and 6. We're going to slow it down. 4, 3, 2, slow motion, slow in. Now watch the change. Take the arms so that they're nice and long, both directions. Now if you want, use that time to sit up and lay down. Sit up and lay down. Sit up and lay down. So that will feel good for everyone. Adjust to what you want. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Now bicycle the leg. Shake the arms so that it's touching the opposite foot. Over. So you have the arms coming out to the side. Oh, yes. Love it. 4 more. So I don't know if you can tell, but the arms come around the outside. Now in, center. Now, slow motion. Sit it up if you want. Uh-oh. Yeah, Judy. 2 more. Last one. Now bicycle once again. Take the weight around. Now look, you can extend the leg. Reach. Around the outside. Now, get ready to put the weight in the legs. 4, 3, 2. I think you can work. And place the weight here, and then reach and pull. He's been working a lot lately, so I think he's working. Reach. ate them. Just kidding. Just kidding. He didn't. My squirrels are all still out there. I haven't fed them and brought them in the house yet. I learned my lesson in the chat. That's 8. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Head can be up or down. And side to side. I made sure all that was done, Chelsea. There shouldn't be any distraction in the kitchen, but we'll see. There may be kids by the time we get to yoga. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. That's 2. That's 1. Now hold center, reach up. I know. I'm really walking to get there. But the truth is, Lily, it's just my legs. If I put it in a certain spot, it would fall. But I have it where there's more legs to hold it. That's 8. And 4. Now, take the weight to the quads. Once it's to the quads, set your legs down. Lift the hips and set them down. Lift the hips and set them down. This is where it's a little harder to hang on. I didn't know how to say that nicely to myself. I was trying to be nice to myself right there. Really, this is where it's going to drop. This is where it's going to drop. Yes. You just got to embrace it. You just got to embrace it. And then pulse at the very top. Which way is wrong? That pulse comes from closing your glutes. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Now back to up, down, lift it. Squeeze that weight so you're trying to crush the weight in your thigh. 4, 3, 2, and pull up, lift. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to put the weight in that left hand. So go ahead and set the hips down. Weight comes in the left hand and bring it to the right foot. I can have my head down. I can have my head up. I can have my left leg down or my left leg up. Last 8. Now in 7, you may use this right arm to brace yourself. 4, 3, 2. Now check it. Left arm stays out. Circle that right leg. So you want to keep this reaching back and behind you. That's 4, 3, 2, reverse the circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now elbows equal in. Tailbone stays down. So I want to watch that tailbone doesn't float. You press the tailbone down, press the ribs deep into your mat. 8 more, last 8. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Right arm, left leg. Now we've been working on this where that right leg is extended and the left leg comes in and out. We'll come back to that in just a minute. For now, you have that right leg either on the floor or in tabletop, but try not to let this knee drift in. Chelsea, we're going to try and do that move we did with our yoga block. 8 more. Oh, yes, I do, but it's so short. It's so short. 4. And we have so little time. 2. Now, check it. Hold the arm up and a circle. Now you would take yours further back. I'm going to listen to Chelsea and keep mine right here. See how long you can reach that left leg out. And reverse. 8, 7, 6. Follow your abs. That's 4, 3, 2, and elbow to knee. Tuck it and reach. Now, when we take the weight into our left hand, we're going to push the weight against our thigh. So some of you will want to drop the weight and just do the hands. That's 3. That's 2. So watch. You take that left leg, bring it in. Take the weight, push it into the thigh. So you have pressure this way and pressure this way. Push into it and then bring that right hand to the right foot. You're pressing as strong as you can. I know. The circles keep making an appearance, but this will be your new favorite because your strength, the stronger you are, makes this harder. Pushing and pulling against yourself. That's a love yet. That's a love yet. Strong. Push, push. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I couldn't believe how much activating that adduction fires up. 4, 3, 2. Keep this pressure. This time, elbow knee, lift your head. Push the knee and the hand into each other. It makes a big difference how strong you push. Yes, I love it too. It really isolates your abs. 4, 3, 2. Now hold your right arm and right leg out and kick it. Keep this so firm. 8, 7. Push, push. 6. Harder, harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now watch. Take your weight behind your head so you're supporting your neck with the weight. Legs out. Circle right, circle left. I could do that with the bend knee. I could circle one leg, circle the next leg. You find what serves you today. There's no wrong way when they show up. GA's like, yay, my favorite. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. Circle out and up, out and up, out and up. Last 4. 3. So strong. 2. 1. All right, friends. Right weight. Pushes against that right thigh. Head starts down. So your own strength. See how strong you are. You take your quad. You pull your quad up. Fight it with that. Pressing down. Gracie's guarding up there. I need you guys to call her. Come here. We have someone getting us a quote, and she's afraid that maybe he's not safe. It's okay. It's okay. Now you have to make more. See how firm you can press. See the lead. It is live. It is live. 4. You never know what Gracie's gonna do. Now lift the head if you can and pull the knee to the elbow. Continue to push out with your hand. Push, push. So if you're using all of your strength, you're going to feel your tricep in that right arm. You're going to feel the quadricep in the right leg. Those two activate the abs. Oh man. That's going to wake up the children. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's 2. Now hold it and kick it. If you need a hand behind the head, go for it. Oh, love you guys. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Louise. Have a good breakfast. Last 8, 7, 6. Push harder, push harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set your weight down. Bicycle your legs. Aw, I love it. Now transitioning into our yoga. Check it. We're going to pull the hand for a single leg stretch. Reach. Reach. Now you can stay here or here. Now, we're going to transition into some more relaxing music, and we're going to hope that Gracie cooperates. So you continue with that single leg stretch. We'll hope that maybe they came and got her. And then from there, so picturing as you bring that leg in, we're now transitioning to a calmer headspace. So you want to think about intentionally taking your abdominals nice and strong just to support your back. Yeah, they did come better. Good. So it should be quiet-ish. We'll see. And keeping the abdominals nice and strong will help you to get that nice lengthening through the back. So finishing up our time together in a space where you can calm your mind a little bit. Now continue with that movement, but you're going to take the leg and take the knee to the outside and the foot to the center. So the foot comes in towards the midline, the knee draws out. Sure. Now you want to come in and relax. She's like, I just kept you safe. Such a guard dog, Grace. Last 4. So you're trying to take the knee, you reach the knee out as the foot comes in. With each movement, you get a little bit bigger range of motion. Last 2. And 1. Now from there, bring both knees in, set your head down, rock from hip to hip. Now I know everyone has so much weighing on their mind, on their shoulders, whether it's personal, whether it's the stuff in the world. Take a moment and try and release that for a second. If we can kind of, for a moment, compartmentalize and let that go, we can help more when we come from a place of refilling our tank so that we can be more productive helping and showing compassion to the world. So in this space for a moment, try and release the heaviness. And then set your feet down, slowly roll up and turn over so you're on your hands and knees. Once you're on your hands and knees, scoop the belly button in so you're in a rounded back position. And then lift the tailbone, lift the head. Now flatten the back so you have that nice neutral spine. Dig the toes into the floor. Oh, thanks, Chels. It makes a big difference for sure. Lift the hips. If we just keep carrying the weight over and over and over, it like pushes us down. And then we're no good to ourselves or others. Relax the back of the head. Relax the muscles in your face, in your jaw. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Push back so you're leaning into your left heel. Now pull your right knee all the way through to pigeon. There we go, Chels. Now in that pigeon stretch, you can take your shin parallel to the edge of the mat, or you can tuck the foot, crawl your body forward, find what feels right for you this morning. I can have my hands, my elbows, my forehead down on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, whatever stress and tension you find in the hip, in the hamstring, in the quad. Try and let that go. One more time, big deep breath in. Now as you exhale, push up. Now this is the one, Lisa, where we're going to have to take our foot in a different position. So we're going to come back here. Rock back onto your left leg. Dig your right heel into the floor and then tip your body forward. If this knee doesn't feel good or the foot doesn't feel good, you take it out to the side and lean in from there. So you get to choose that position, whether that's tucked under, Chelsea, your knee, that might be too much pressure on the knee. And I know Lisa and I talked about the foot being uncomfortable. For me, because of the week, it's my hamstring that's uncomfortable. So tight. So again, if you have the ability to lay your forehead on the shin, go for it. You drop down into what feels right for you. You can pull on that right foot. With each exhalation, try and picture that right hamstring letting go. Inhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead and lift your head, come back forward. So this time you're in a lunge position. Take your right toes, turn them out. Lean into that so you can stretch the hip flexor and the inner thighs. From there, roll to the outside rim of your right foot and pull that right hand back behind you. You can bring that right hand to the left glute. Let that left hip drop towards the floor as much as it can. Lean into your right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Your body is going to grip tight, especially with all that's on our minds lately. Your body just will hold the cinched position. You won't even know it's happening. I want you to think about taking time for a moment. Release. Let it go. Give it the permission it needs to release from holding all that tension. And then bring both hands back to center. Lay the foot flat. You can stay as you are here. You could come down onto your elbows. You could reach back, grab that left foot. That same thing is true. I could be upright with that. Find where the stretch is most productive for you. It's going to be different for all of us. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release that left foot. Bring both hands down onto the floor. Dig the left toes into the floor. Lift the left knee. Step back so you're in that high hover position. Squeeze your glutes. So with that position, push back to the heels to get that gastrocnemius to stretch. So instead of being propped up here, push down towards the heels. Then come down into a low hover. Press your chest through. Lift your head back behind you. And then pull the tailbone up into that inverted V down dog. Float that left leg. Lean into the right heel. Inhale. Exhale, pull your left leg all the way through into pigeon. Now you can choose to stay upright. You can move the shin so it's parallel to the edge of the mat and lean into that stretch there. You can let the foot tuck and climb forward. Whatever feels good for you today, find that position and then breathe. Inhale. Exhale. With each exhale, try and let go of the tension in that left hip, that left hamstring. One more big deep breath in. As you exhale, push into your hands, lift up. Now this is that one again that you'll have to choose what position serves you. Come all the way back, straighten that left leg, and then lean forward. So as you come into that, I could bring my right foot out to the side. You decide what feels good, and then come into that position where you bow your head forward towards your left leg. Inhale. You could grab onto that foot if you want. Exhale. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Now lift your body up nice and tall. We're going to come back forward. When you come back forward, turn the left toes out. Lean into that a little bit. Move around in that stretch so that you can find where you need more attention. So if I have a lot of stress into my Achilles, if I lean into that and take the knee slightly forward, towards or over the toes, and dig the heel into the floor, I can get that to stretch out a little bit. So again, you want to play around, find what your body needs, what you're after, and then you can get a deeper stretch where you're at. It doesn't have to match what anyone else is doing. Then if you can, roll to the outer rim of this left foot. Bring that left hand behind you. Lean into the left quad so that as you push the left knee out, you'll feel that IT band stretch a little bit. Let this right hip drop, and then if you want, you can bring your left hand over to your right hand. With every exhalation, try and let gravity pull your weight towards the floor. Let go of the hips. One more big deep breath in. Exhale. Now unwind yourself, flatten your left foot. You can choose to stay upright, or you can come all the way down on your elbows. Or you can reach back and grab that right foot. Remember, same option. If I want to be upright, that's great also. You choose what serves you today. Then lean into your left knee and try and squeeze your right glute. Inhale. Exhale. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, release that right foot. Both hands come down to the floor. Dig the right toes into the floor. Lift your right knee. Step your left foot back. Low hover. Press your chest through. This time lay your thighs on the floor, flatten your feet, look up. Look over your left shoulder. So as you come into that, when you look over your left shoulder, it's going to deepen the stretch in the right hip flexor. And switch. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Take that head back behind you. And then sink back into child's pose. So the tailbone comes back towards your heels. Reach the hands forward. Relax the neck. Relax in between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands back. We're going to swivel so that we're on our back. Once we come into that position, take the legs up towards the ceiling, flex and point your feet. So we're going to rotate and roll through our ankles just a little bit. So right now, you're taking that into a point and flex. Take your feet so that they're a little bit wider than hip width apart. As we come into our final stretch series, I want you to think about letting your body weight fall into the mat. So your shoulders, your ribs, your hips. Now watch the feet, flex one and point the other. Now when the foot is flexed, see if you can pull that foot towards your head just a little bit closer. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the ankles and circle them out. Now you'll feel a little heat in the anterior tibialis and the shins because when we come into that flexion, we're so used to pushing off the balls of the feet that when we come into that flexion, it's a lot of work for a weaker muscle. So it needs that more. That's going to guard against shin splints, stress fractures, plantar fasciitis. So really work at pulling the toes towards the shin, lengthening out into the Achilles, and reverse. See if you can make that circle just a little bit bigger as the ankle warms up. Now, if you notice when the feet come out or in, a tightness into the hip, just think about that connection. When we have an imbalance, it affects everything. So it's important if we're landing on our foot funky over and over and over, doing all that agility work, it's gonna start to trickle up the body. Vice versa, if we're sitting funky in a chair, it's gonna trickle down to the feet. Now from there, bend the knees, bring your hands onto your feet, and then use your elbows and push the knees out. You can rock side to side, loosen up through the lumbar spine a little bit, and then open up the legs. That can differ from person to person, so that could still be slightly bent, or you can come all the way straight. Inhale. Exhale. Gracie's going to show you how she stretches. Inhale. As you exhale, close your legs, take your right foot, place it on your left knee. As you come into that, you're going to come into that glute stretch. So you have that intentionally where you're pushing the right knee out and then pull the left knee up. So you want to start where this is out first, flex the foot, knee is pulled away from the chest, and then you can pull the left knee in towards you. Trying to feel that tightness through the right hip. Take the tailbone, press the tailbone a little bit deeper towards the mat. Breathe. So just like in pigeon, it's a push-pull that we're after. You're pressing the tailbone down and you're trying to pull that left knee in towards you against that. Big deep breath in. And then exhale. Set your right foot down on the floor, put the left foot on the right knee. Press the left knee out first. Flex this left foot, then pull in with the right knee. You can use the hands on the hamstrings. Take the tailbone, anchor it, keeping that press out on the left knee. It's that constant push-pull. You press the tailbone down, pull the right knee in, press the left knee out, and then breathe into that. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. As you exhale, straighten your left leg, set it down on the floor. Take your right knee across the left side of the body. So we come into that spinal rotation, not only because it's so good for your back, your hip, your glute, and your hamstring, but it's also good for digestion for your gut. So when you come into that rotation, that's intentional for both internal and external. And then you lift that right hand to the ceiling, float the right hand out to the side so that you're looking over the right palm. Press gently with the right quadricep. With each exhale, try and let go of the tension in your back. One more big deep breath in. Exhale. Reach, grab that right knee, bring it back to center. Pull the left knee in, straighten that right leg. And then same thing, we take that left knee across the right side of the body. Lift your left hand, reach up, and then open it out to the side. Look over that left palm. Gently press that left thigh towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Reach, grab that left knee. Bring it to center, meet it with the right. Rock forward and back. Loosen up around that lumbar spine. Now take your feet, set them on the floor. Walk your feet out. As you walk your feet out, let your knees drop in. Oh, yay, Chels. So glad. We're finishing intentionally with this IT band release. So as you walk your feet out and you let your knees drop in, It's an uncomfortable stretch, so you'll have to breathe into it. And with each exhale, try and picture the weight of your thighs getting heavy and sinking down towards the floor. Two more big deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Now carefully heel toe your feet back to center. Your hips should feel a little release after that. Lengthen your legs. Take your hands down to your side palms or up. Thumbs are to the outer walls. Close your eyes for a moment. Deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your head, neck, your shoulders, your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Feel the weight sink into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, relax your ribs, your abdominals, your hips. Feel the weight sink heavy into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, relax your legs, your ankles, your feet, your toes. So now your body is heavy, feeling strong pressure into the mat from the crown of the head all the way to the heels. Inhale. Wherever you're still feeling tension, release that. If that's in your jaw, in your hips, in your knees, release whatever you can physically. Inhale. As you exhale, think of what mental stress, what emotional stress you don't need to carry, whether that's judgment from others, judgment from yourself, a comment you don't need to hear. Release what you don't need. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, open your eyes, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, tighten your abdominals, and then slowly roll yourself up. Turn yourself over so you're on your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift your hips, down dog, inverted V. Walk your hands all the way in. Relax the back of the head. Relax the shoulders. And then with intention, roll yourself up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the abs in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a nice big deep breath in. Both arms come up. And exhale. One